Welcome to Medical Student Life in Japan, a podcast created by a teacher and a group of medical students at Nara Medical University.
We are a small medical college in the Kansai region of Japan. This podcast has two great purposes.
One is to share stories about being a medical student here in Japan.
And also for our students to share fun ideas, opinions, and information about Japanese culture to people all over the world.
Thanks a lot for listening. Okay, welcome back to Medical Student Life in Japan. Today I have a very special guest. It's been quite a while. Koshiro, welcome back to the podcast.
Hi, long time no see.
Long time no see is right. I think our last time together was in the beginning of January.
Yes.
Yeah, so now it is the middle of May, so about 5 months.
Yeah.
To get started, can you tell us what you've been up to?
Yeah. During this time, I was studying for final exam, and then I was doing some club activities and doing some exercise. And recently, the anatomy class started.
Okay.
Yeah, I was studying for anatomy class.
I see. Okay, well, that's a lot of stuff. So let's break it down a little bit.
Okay.
Here at Nara Medical University, basically your final exams start in January and finish in February. So in the winter time. How are the final exams?
So the test at first semester was pretty easy.
Oh,
so
that's good.
I thought I don't need to study a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but actually, when the test was close, I get very how to say. So I didn't study anything, so I have to study very hard.
A little panicked?
Yeah, a little panicked. So I think mostly I stay up all night and study before the test.
But you must remember, Koshiro, from our first semester of English classes, staying up all night to study is not good.
Yeah,
right?
not good, but it's good to remember.
It is good to remember.
Yeah.
It is good to remember.
So,
but it's also good to be rested for the exam. Now, I think this is common, Koshiro. The first semester is a little easier.
Yeah.
And not for every student, but it's a little easier. So students think, I can pass easily.
Yes.
And then second semester is a little harder. And like you said, maybe you do a little less study.
Yes.
And then a little panic near the end. I've seen this quite a few times.
Yeah.
But you were able to pass.
Yes, I didn't fail any of the tests.
You didn't fail any of the tests, so congratulations.
Yeah.
That's great. So you could smoothly move into the second year.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. And then your exams finished in early February.
Yeah.
And then you have close to 2 months before classes start again. Yeah. And you mentioned you were doing some exercise.
Yes.
Okay. Now I do remember from last year you liked lifting weights.
Yeah.
Or doing some body exercise. So what's your current exercise regimen?
My current exercise regimen is I'm doing the 6 day as one cycle.
Okay.
Yeah, and I exercise for 4 days and have 2 days of rest.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I change every part when I exercise in each day.
Okay.
Yes.
So, for example, maybe you do like an arm day.
Yeah. So
biceps.
Yeah. First day I do chest, and second day I do back.
Back. Okay.
And third
back
day,
is important.
Yeah. Yes. Most important.
Most important.
To make body cool and handsome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And third day I do arms.
Okay.
Yeah. At that day I do both forearm and biceps and triceps. And fourth day I do legs.
Okay, great. So you get everything very well balanced.
Yeah.
Now, the other question that I have, because even when I was young, like you as a student working out, we didn't care so much about food and nutrition then.
Yeah.
You just ate whatever. How about you? I know nowadays there's a lot more information about nutrition. People are more concerned about that.
Yeah.
So how about in your case?
Yeah, I think I'm really careful of nutrition.
Okay.
Yeah. In the morning, I always take natto and rice and eggs.
Okay.
And also I drink some proteins.
Some protein, like
Yeah.
some powder that you put into
Yes.
a drink. Okay. Now, natto, of course, I live in Japan, so I know about natto.
Yeah.
And maybe some of our listeners might know, but if they don't know, what is natto?
Natto.
How would you describe natto?
Natto, the main part of natto is soybeans.
Soybeans. Okay.
And how to say?
Is it fermented? Is that the word? Fermented?
Yeah, maybe. So maybe cheese is close to natto.
Oh.
So we use some bacteria to make food. I don't know how to say in English.
Ferment.
The
fermentation process.
Fermentation. And make it. So if we do that, we can keep it for a long time and also become more tasty. So
now tasty, are you sure it becomes tasty?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, if you're eating it every day, you might think so.
Yeah.
But
I like natto.
You like natto,
Yeah.
but I think natto is one of those foods people either like it or they hate it.
Maybe my mother don't like it. So.
Yeah, I think it's considered quite a healthy food, right? Because it's fermented soybeans.
Yeah.
But some people, I think, more than the taste, is the smell.
Yeah.
It's got quite a strong smell.
Strong
right?
smell.
Yeah. So I think, like I said, either they love it or they hate it. So you like it.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So then you eat natto and rice and eggs for breakfast.
Yes.
And any other food? You mentioned the protein supplement.
And protein, and when I drink protein, I also mix aojiru in protein.
Okay, so now I have to ask you because aojiru is another Japanese word. What is aojiru?
Aojiru is kind of healthy drink, and it contains a lot of vegetables.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I was talking to Michael before.
Yeah.
The main part of aojiru is kale. Which Michael was growing.
I was growing.
I
was growing for a while. We grew quite a bit of kale. My wife and I. We still grow a little bit for our own consumption, but we were growing a lot. And kale, I think, is a kind of a superfood for vegetables. So I think a lot of people are now familiar with kale. But this aojiru, it's been around in Japan for a long time.
Yeah,
right?
I see.
Yeah. So, but the image of aojiru is also not so tasty. Right?
Yeah.
It's like a healthy drink, but people don't like it. So
yeah, I also don't like the taste.
You don't like it.
So I mixed with protein.
Oh, okay.
So,
the protein has some flavor.
Yeah,
too?
my protein flavor is strawberry cream.
Ooh,
so
that might be good.
So even if I mix aojiru, the taste doesn't change a lot.
Oh, okay.
So it is still tasty.
Oh, that's good. Okay, so you mix the protein with aojiru.
Yeah.
Great. So with all of this, your exercise and your nutrition, you're feeling quite good.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you think it helps you study as well?
Helps you study?
Like, does it help you study? Like, do you feel
study.
because you feel healthy and are you getting good sleep and feeling?
Yeah, I think I can sleep well.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and studying. So I take enough sugar. So I think I can study. Okay. I have enough energy to study.
Enough energy. So that's good. Oh, okay. Yeah, because my image of a lot of the students here is, at least when I see them, like at lunchtime, a lot of cup ramen, cup noodles, and probably staying up late and watching YouTube or playing with the smartphone. So Koshiro, you're kind of like the model of health here. Okay, so that's great. So you're exercising, you passed all your exams. Have you started anything else recently?
Yes, I start part-time job.
Oh, part-time job. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Can you tell me a little about that?
Yes. I work as an assistant for English daycare school.
Oh, cool.
Yes. At the school, every students are first year to fourth year of elementary school, and they used to be at English kindergarten.
Oh, okay.
So and they are good at English, and they keep study English even though they go to Japanese elementary school.
I see. Okay, so they went to the English kindergarten, and now they're going to the regular Japanese school, which is mostly only Japanese classes. And then this program is designed so they can keep using English.
Yeah.
And it's once a week?
Once a week on Saturday.
Once a and how many hours?
For 6 hours.
6 hours.
From 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock.
Oh, so you have a busy schedule then.
Yeah.
5 days of classes, and then on Saturday, a full day of part-time job.
And I go to club activity after that.
Oh, the club activity. Oh, yeah, that's one thing we didn't talk about.
Yeah.
What is your club activity?
I joined the table tennis club.
Table tennis club. Okay, and then that's on Saturday
and
also
on Tuesday and Thursday.
So 3 days a week.
Yes.
Okay, and you're enjoying the club?
Yeah. A lot.
Did you make some new friends, or were you joining with friends that you already had made?
Yeah, I had many new friends.
That's good. Yeah, I think that's one of the great parts about
Yes.
clubs. And as we've talked about in previous podcasts, because of Corona, you didn't get to join right away.
Yes.
Right. So your first year was kind of disappointing in that sense.
I joined in December, maybe.
Yeah, so it's unfortunate because it would have been great to join right in the beginning of college, but at least you can start again. And so you're doing that, which you enjoy. So you get your exercise and your part-time job and your club activities. How about school itself? Now that you're a second year, is it challenging, or are there any new classes that you find interesting?
I'm now studying anatomy.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm doing anatomy experiment now.
Okay.
So I'm using real human body and look for human organs or muscles or bones.
Okay, so you've already started. How is that? Was when you first saw it, was it scary, or were you nervous, or I mean, it seems like it would be a strange experience.
Last year, I think I talked podcast with second year student, and I asked them if it is growth or some kind of that, and some student they said some student like feel bad to see it. So I was a little afraid of that.
Yeah, that's natural, I think.
Actually, I didn't feel any of that.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't. I didn't feel that those human body was human. It's difficult to say. But
no, I understand. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, it at this point the person has already passed away, and now the body is being used for study and science. Yeah, and you're focused on the actual study of the parts.
It looked like kind of dough.
Oh wow, interesting.
So I didn't feel so scared.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I've heard different stories depends on the student, right? Some students maybe feel nervous when they see blood, or seeing the body or dissecting an animal. So each person is different. Well, that's really interesting. So now you have an anatomy class. Any other new classes that?
No, I think first semester we only study anatomy class.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's great. All right. Well, why don't we finish up here? And just for our audience out there, Koshiro, it's been a few months, but as the audience who's listened to you before knows, you're great at English and very motivated. So we'll have Koshiro back when he's available, and you might hear him again in future episodes. So that'll be great. Good to see you again, Koshiro.
Yeah.
And looking forward to more talks in the future. Okay. Thanks.
Thank you.